Hey guys, this is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at AMD stock, guys. So what a roller coaster ride AMD has been giving us here. A massive red candle one day and then a follow-up a green candle. The most important thing is that though, what is the structure telling us? What is the price action telling us on AMD? So in this video we'll be taking a look at that, and I'll be providing my all-in-all opinion, what I expect AMD to do as for the technicals, as long as those structures still hold, because if those structures starts to break, then the direction will start to change as well, right? And accordingly, if any position needs to be taken, that could be taken with the stop loss on the other side. So we pick up a structure, we got the structure, we take that direction, and if the structure changes, we get out of that position. And if you want to open up the other side, that's up to you, like a short play or a long play, vice versa, whatever has been structure changing to, right? So with that, guys, please hit the like and subscribe, and also please note, none of this is any financial advice and is only for educational purposes. All right, so let's begin. AMD, well, as I said, it's a roller coaster, right? A red candle one day and then a green candle the next day. But what beyond that I am seeing? So let's talk about the daily interval first here. We had this pivot, we ran up, and then I have been saying that $162 is where we will go all the way up to, and then we broke out of it. We did a pullback, started finding a supply here, not sorry, supply here, but a pivot here, tried to go up, right? But however, we sold off, right? And I mentioned that, guys, as if we continue to lose these levels by levels now, we are not able to close any candle above 50 days moving average. This could be traded intraday short anywhere close to down to 20 days moving average. And as we lose this $162 range as well, you can expect intraday shorts coming down to 20 days moving average. So we got that direction and everything. But as I always say, that when you're trading against the trend, as in the cool offs or intraday pullbacks, which can be traded short, in these cases of AMD, we got those things. But then you got to make sure that not necessarily that target against the direction fully going to come down there. It's going to go in that direction, but may not fully go down there, and that's where you have to be prepared, that because structure is still technically bullish, it hasn't broken that, things may anytime start to carry on in the direction of the structure. So that what brings me to this area that we got this higher pivot formed. That's what I was referencing to. And anyways, let's say even if you played a short in this blue box down here to 20 days moving average, once we got above 162, stop loss should be there regardless, whatever you are doing, right? If you are buying here, that's great, because that's still a pivot confirmation, and you would be like, oh yes, it's going back up again, 162, marking this confirmation of pivot, let me get in here. So yes, pivots are the time to get into the position, right, with the stop loss on anywhere other side, as how you want to manage your position. But all in all, structure on AMD, as where this green candle is, it's confirming a pivot right now and is been going up. Structure on the longer, all in all, bigger picture is still on AMD bullish. Now though, yes, those intraday cool offs came, that's fine. And this sell-off as it was coming over here, right? That is done, at least for now. Now that's what brings us to the lower time frame. So let's go to the 4 hours, because it's just not, if it would have been that easy, then things would have been easy, right? So this is the trend line, guys. You can see we were first finding support here off of this trend line, and we started rejecting there, but it's better actually seen on the hourly interval. So let me take you there. All right, so here we are with AMD. Okay, now the thing is that with this one is we can continue up in this pivot, but don't take your eyes away off the level of 100 and almost 70. So this zone 169 almost to 172 is a zone of supply as well. All right, yes, structure is still bullish now, but what I also expect that there may be some sell-off price reaction happening in this area. Let me actually mark it here. Okay, this area will give some price reaction, and let's say if we start to sell off, but if we continue to hold this blue box area, any pullback, if we continue to hold, the next time it's going to break out of that. So the direction is bullish on AMD. It held support at 200 hours moving average as well. You can see that. So if price reaction, let's say, happens in this red zone or close to red zone, we start to sell off. It's important that this time AMD holds this blue box zone at least at 165 and tries to go up. And that's what would lead it again continue higher, actually get out of this supply zone red box that I have drawn up here. I also mentioned that in my videos that if AMD wants to, and that's what pretty much I was mentioning, guys, in my previous videos as well, if you want to continue bullishness, we got to get out of this 162 resistance, and AMD did that. So, and this is all what you have to use to understand the price action, where these significant levels are. If you are breaking back again above them, with this was the structural change already happened. This was the zone of potential if it would have held as a resistance, but we got out of it with a breakout, and then we are continuing higher. So as you know, my intentions out of this video is to teach you how the price action works so that you can do your own due diligence, however you want to trade. Take these principles across different stocks. Price action, structural trading is the same thing across any stock you pick, any instrument you pick, okay? So that's my take on AMD. As I said, definitely don't lose your sight from this level. But I think that because if we are closing above 50 days moving average today, and that's also another reason that most likely if any price reaction comes over there at the red box, the pullback at this time has a high potential of getting bought back up, and we might be heading higher. Yeah, so AMD can continue higher in my opinion. Well, all right, so that's AMD, guys. Nvidia, I already did a video on Nvidia this morning. You can check that out on my channel, but really quickly, let's see what's been doing. And as you know, I like to see let's see my day trading bot on AMD here, on Nvidia here. Yeah, profitable today as well, and got one partial take profit position as well. Let's see how the day wraps up the whole day. So, yeah. All right. And if you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. All right, just before wrapping up, I just want to see QQ and SPY as well. Let's go to the daily interval actually. So yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, that one red candle, as I was saying, is not going to make any difference. Yeah, today we are still green, right? If this turns into a distribution phase, that's another story. But right now, I'm not seeing any of that. It's just too strong. Let's take a look at SPY. SPY more like wants to go in a distribution phase now. And yeah, and if we lose 524, that may make it start to look like a distribution phase. We'll talk about that once that price action starts to develop. Right now, I'm just seeing that red candle came. That's quite a strong red candle though, but the structure fully hasn't changed bearish. It's still hanging up there as in the distribution phase. So we'll see if this distribution phase turns into another leg up, or it will turn, and that's why these levels are important to confirm the direction on the either side, right? So yeah, I'll talk about it, guys, when that happens. All right, well, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.